Hey guys, Shaky Baker 92 here with a basic overview of the 2009 MLB.TV game/media player. Of course, to use it to its full capabilities, you're gonna need an account, which will cost money. I don't really remember exactly how much. I got mine a while back, but I use it a whole lot, and I think it's a great deal. I mean, I've benefited in so many ways from it. So, if you can fork out, I think it's like 20, 30, maybe 40 bucks for 1 year subscription and, get it done. First thing I'm showing you right here is the 2009 MLB.TV Games of the Year, which, sorry about that, I'm sick, that's why my voice sounds kind of weird, which, is a compilation of basically the best games of the 2009 season, categorized by each, first of all, league and division. Each team has their own top games. Top 5 is what they do. So, here are the overall top 5 based on, fans voting, people's opinion, So, I'm from Atlanta, Georgia. We'll do the Braves for the sake of demonstration. So, here are the top 5. Mercy. So, you pick out a game you want. If you have an account, all you gotta do is click on it. I've already signed in, but if you're not signed in, it will prompt you with wanting some information, your account, all that basic stuff. Starts out like this. This is just for 2009 games. It's gonna work like this. This is their new revamped media player for exclusive to the 2009, and they're gonna continue on 2010. So basically, when you get into it, hype up the volume for you. First, the most important, I think, is the video quality. It's really nice. To use high def, you need to install the MLB Next Def plugin for whatever browser you're using, but it's pretty nice. It maxes out, it automatically adjusts, which is kind of annoying. Yeah, but you can set it so it doesn't do that. It sets you to the highest possible video quality based on your computing power. I'm running a couple programs right now, so it's, not going to be all the way up. Oh, right when I say that, it shoots up, but, frame rate's nice and smooth. I haven't had any problems with it. Okay. And down here at the bottom, you got Twitter. I don't use that shit. Box score, which is the basic box score of the game you're watching, which to all baseball fans, you know exactly what that is. I don't think I need to get into too much detail, but basically, the numbers of the game. You want to see what's the bombs, you check that out. Who swipes a couple of bags, check that out too. Strikeouts, all that good stuff. Summary, same deal. I don't really care too much for the summary because I don't really care. Really, to be honest, I don't need to know every single play. I'm not that much of a baseball freak. Okay, highlights is a pretty nice feature when the season is actually going on. We're not in the off season. We're in the off season right now, but when the season starts up again around the league, click on this tab. It'll have various highlights from different games. You click on it, and you can see that. In this game, it's gonna, if it ever loads up, have this game's highlights, which will get us into the different views, because when you click on one, it's going to automatically switch you over to a different one. Mosaic view, you can watch 4 games at a time. Split view, obviously 2 games at a time. When you click on a highlight, it brings you to a single view with picture-in-picture, which is pretty sweet, pretty convenient single view, which is what we're in right now. So we'll go ahead and click on a highlight if it ever pops up. I don't know if it ever will. I don't know. It's laggy right now because I'm using a program to record my screen in the first place, so it's going to be kind of laggy. Oh, and another thing to get into is, if you're for the 2009 player, you can, well, this is a nationally televised, but if it was just a regular, out-of-market game, you could watch both the away's coverage and the home team's coverage, which is pretty, sweet if you're a fan of a certain team. You want to hear the commentators, talking good about your players instead of smashing them. This is a jump to inning, which is pretty convenient. You want to see. This is only for arcade games, obviously. And if you're watching a live game, you go to previous innings. click on one. Maybe you want to go to a scoring inning, the bottom of the first in this case for St. Louis. It's going to take a while to load up. And then boom, you're there. Let's see if the highlights are working. If not, I'm just going to give up, and they're probably not working, so I'm just going to give up. Okay, so for many of you, pretty sweet. They basically condense the video down so you can do whatever you want with it. Maybe you're doing some other stuff. You don't want to take up all that screen, and then you go back, exit that, and it has full screen, which is pretty obvious what it does. I'm not going to do it because, I don't really feel like getting into that. Okay, so that's the MLB.com's 2009 media player for 2009 games and probably 2010s to come. Now we're going to go into the, what in the world? We're going to go into the baseball's best games, which is basically, archive games from different decades of Major League Baseball. So, the 70s, 80s, 90s, 2000s, and so on. So we'll go on, scroll down, and you have all these. They even go back to the 30s and 40s, goodness. Only some games have televised broadcasts, archived. But, some of these that maybe aren't on here are on iTunes, which is pretty nice, but I don't really like to spend that money, so, whatever. Okay, we'll go to an example. We'll do... let's do something from the 90s. I grew up in the 90s. I like watching 90s baseball. Here you go. We'll do, since my Big Mac video got so many hits, we'll go to McGuire's game where he passed Roger Maris and, hit his 60-second home run. They don't have that actual original broadcast, but I just clicked on the pregame show, which is basically the same deal. If you have Microsoft Silverlight installed, the plugin for your browser, it's going to look a little bit different than this. It's going to be a little bit smaller. This is just a basic Windows media player because it's a... sorry, I didn't know it was that loud. It's just a basic WMA file. Or WMV, sorry. But yeah, when you have Silverlight, it decreases the frame rate to like maybe 15, 16, and I really can't handle that. It's herky-jerky motion. It does increase the video bit rate a little bit, but like I said, it sacrifices the frame rate. So I sacrifice a little bit of video quality for the smooth frame rate like you see here. Sorry, I keep coughing. I told you I was sick. Okay. There we go. That's pretty much in a nutshell the MLB, what you get for a basic subscription. Like I said, I think it's $20, $30 per year for a subscription. Pretty sweet deal. I love it. Use it all the time. So if you're thinking about that, it's a pretty good investment. So for Shake and Baker 92, later.